Well, okay, Ken, you are doing such an amazing job over there. You are bringing it. You BSU former player. And guess what I have over here? Idaho Vandals fan, Kwapi. And you are, now, Kwapi, I'm so honored to have you on my show. Honestly, I just posted on Facebook.
Thank you for having me.
You are just I'm such a huge fan of yours, bottom line.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, not because you're a Vandals fan, but because of everything that you have really done for colleges in this area. So you go to colleges and you have this show called The Shades of Black. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that show and what you've learned over the past 10 years doing this?
I think, so I went to the University of Idaho,
Right.
Graduated from there. And so when I actually created The Shades of Black, it was one of those things where, it was a bunch of us students just sitting there talking. Being black in Idaho is one of those
Rare things.
interesting conversations you have with people. And so, University of Idaho being 6 miles away from Washington State University,
Right.
we had a very vibrant African-American community, but we never did events that brought us together, that made us coalesce around what made us the same. And so that's how I created the show. That's what it came about from. It was initially a show that was a celebration of, blackness.
Right.
But like with the second part of the question about what I learned is over the next few years, I realized, especially partly because of demographics too, you kind of had to stretch your creativity because you need to find a way that got other people involved. And one thing I learned was you didn't have to be black to have a black experience.
That's true.
And so
that's true.
Shades of Black became a celebration of black culture, not race. And so by having that mindset, it allowed us an opportunity to bring in people who are outside of that black skin tone.
And you have an amazing show because you have a great collaboration of the spoken word and artists and dancers, and they come in from all over the place to have an opportunity, and it is a genuine opportunity for these people to come in and join you on your shows.
I like to think, it's a reciprocal relationship where, we get to enjoy their talent and they get to enjoy what Shades of Black gives to them in terms of their artistry. And I'd say that Shades of Black is the most diverse show in the Northwest, if not the Northwest, maybe even the country, because you have diverse mediums of expression, and the artist comes from diverse backgrounds too. Whether or not they're white, they're black, they're gay, they're straight. It's like I said, it's one of the most, and I think that's why other schools gravitate towards it, because it's the epitome of what diversity is.
So is that like when you go to the schools, is that what they're looking for? Is that what you offer to them as part of benefit for you bringing the show? And are they seeking you out, or are you now at the point where?
Wow. At first it was the point where, you're just trying to get someone to notice you.
Right.
It's like when you're trying to get that girl, you're trying to get, hey, look at me. But, but once you get to a point where once you become someone of, once your reputation precedes you, then it becomes easier to have people start coming to you and you start picking and choosing.
Because you're sought after now.
It was sought after now. And so most schools look at it, I think, from two main perspectives.
Okay.
How Shades of Black factors into the multicultural experience of their students, because that's what they want to do.
And it's important.
And that's important. You want all your students, regardless of background, to have a multicultural experience during their 4 years or 5 years or 6 years there. But the second thing is recruitment and retention.
Right.
Where a lot of schools, you're trying to show that, especially schools like in states like Idaho, Montana, Utah, where there is diversity, but because of the stigma that's associated with who we are, I say we because I consider myself Idaho before I consider myself anything else.
We love you.
And so it's one of those things where we're trying to feel, a lot of schools are trying to show that we can recruit, we can retain our multicultural community, because some students, like with football players, for example, you could bring athletes from California, Texas, and they're from different backgrounds, and you want to create an environment where they feel at home outside of the football field.
I think you have done an amazing job with being able to display that. So tell me really quickly, do you have shows coming up? And tell Camera One so that they know where to follow you or where to find you.
Okay, so we do have a couple shows. Actually, because of the demand, I actually put all the shows on hold for 2012. So we're actually looking at the 2013 season, which is our 10-year anniversary. So the first show is at the University of Idaho on February 9th. 2013, and then Boise State is April 27th, Eastern Washington is April 20th, and so other schools, they're still trying to pick their dates, but we'll be there, but we got time. And to find us, just go to shadesofblackshow.com, and from there you can find our Twitter, our Facebook, and everything else you need to get a hold of us.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Kwapi, for joining us on today's version of Treasure Valley View. After a little musical interlude from Ken McKelvey, my DJ, we'll be right back with Deb. She's a pet photographer, and you're not going to want to miss it. Hello there. Man, I'm sure in love with having Ken McKelvey on as my DJ. He's doing such a great job. Well, I have with me Deb. Deb, what is your last name?
Gibb.
Deb, but it's like
Deb's photography.
But Deb, like if I was looking for you on Facebook, it wouldn't just be Deb Gibb.
No, it would be Deb's photography.
Oh, it would be. So you
Yes.
have your own like page on there that
I
we need to
do.
come and look for you too.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow, because I always talk to you on your
do.
personal page.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
well,
do.
because I have
We
a
need
personal
to
relationship with you.
switch that over. That's
I know.
right,
Well,
we
I totally
do.
fell in love with you when you came in to visit with me because you and I bonded
We
over
did.
our pets. And I mean, you and I were talking about it, and I almost felt kind of bad because we were bonding over our pets as opposed to maybe most people would maybe bond over their children.
Right. We were even crying.
Although you didn't have to tell everybody that,
Okay.
for real. We could left a little bit of that
That's
out. Okay, so you do photography. How long have you been a photographer?
For 2 years.
Okay, so out of the middle of nowhere, what were you doing before that?
I was in the medical field.
Okay.
And I wanted to branch out doing what I really love.
Right.
And that's photography.
And so, but why would you choose pets?
Funny thing, my husband kept telling me, you need to get into pets. And I was like, pets? What? But then I realized, as for myself, I don't have any pictures of pets from when I was growing up.
Oh, you know what? Me neither.
I'm like, people deserve to have pictures of their pets.
Right, because we talk
So-
about them fondly, but we don't.
We do.
Typically, we don't take pictures of our pets.
Right, and we spend a lot of money photographing our children and our families.
Okay.
And why not our pets?
Well, and so you have done. This is one of yours, right?
Yes, that's our lab.
Oh, this is your very own lab.
Yes.
Okay, and so you've got something special coming up to do with pets, and it's a little charity fundraiser event as well. Is that what you're doing?
It's-
as well as taking pictures of people's pets.
That's right. What we're doing is this is our first annual Lend a Helping Paw.
Okay.
And, cute, huh? Lend a Helping Paw to benefit the Idaho Humane Society
Oh, I love that.
Pet Food Pantry.
Oh, because they're running low, right?
They are, and it's a phenomenal program, and I'm really excited to be partnering with them.
Oh, good.
What this program is it's for seniors with pets.
Oh, okay, good idea.
And these seniors participate in the Meals on Wheels program.
Okay.
And so the pet food's delivered to them so that they can keep their pets in home.
Oh,
And it's a
wow.
really neat program. It also benefits people that are having hardships.
Okay.
And so people can turn to the Idaho
So will
Humane
they be coming
Society.
to you? Like, would I bring my Jacks to you? Do you have a studio that we would bring them to, and you would take pictures, or how does that work?
We are, yes. I either come to people in general everyday events, but for this event, we will be holding it at the the Intermountain Pet Hospital.
Okay.
On Overland.
And that's right in Boise.
They're in Meridian.
Oh, it's in Meridian.
Yes.
Okay.
West of the water park. in
Okay.
fact, at 800 West Overland.
And you're doing this on September 22nd from 8 to
Yes.
5, so they can
Yes.
either bring their pets to you, along with you're asking for a donation of food too, right?
Yes, it will be $50 to photograph your pet.
Which seems like so little.
It is.
Ooh, okay.
And they will also bring with them a 30-pound bag of either cat food or dog food.
Well, that's a big
for
bag.
donation, yes. But
Okay.
there is such a need.
Oh, right.
And we didn't want to just give little bags. We
No,
wanted
it
to
should be
really-
perfect.
Yes. we
Really, really
wanna-
helpful and helping the community,
Yes.
and that's what the Treasure Valley View is all about, is helping the
Right.
community. So then what do they get out of that? It's $50 and 30, and then you give them an 8x10 portrait? Is that what you
Yes,
do?
of their choice.
Oh,
yes.
And
of
then
their
hopefully
choice.
they'll see a lot of value in it and want to.
Yes.
How do you leave just like one picture behind?
You
I
don't.
couldn't do. Yeah. No, there's no. And you do babies
You
too. We
don't.
need to wrap this up, but you do births as well, and you said that that's
I
just
do
a phenomenal.
birthing, newborns,
Okay.
children, senior graduates.
Oh, I asked you about that. I was like, oh,
Yes.
seniors, what a niche that you do
Senior
for over.
graduates,
Okay,
yes.
perfect. Well, I'm super glad that you were able to join us, and they can find you on Facebook, and then tell them also in camera one, right where they can find you as far as your website's concerned.
It's at Deb's, DEBZ, photography.com, or I can be reached at 350-1156. And these are by appointment only.
Okay, perfect. Well, we are super glad that she could join us and see us on September 22nd. Thanks. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you search know what's up with 213. So I hustle.